Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. It has been a couple days, few days since I last streamed, even though I told you guys I was gonna stream on like multiple days and didn't. But here I am, I'm back again. I've been very busy, but you guys know I enjoy being busy, so it's been good times, just chaotically busy times too. But I'm gonna try and get more streams in this week. If you guys haven't seen it, I already scheduled tomorrow's stream, so I've committed to it, and I can't not do it. You know, that's the best I've got to make sure that I do more than just like one stream this week. But I've been doing more streams for Hilltop, which has been very fun, but nothing's quite the same as getting to vibe and stream for you guys. So here I am, ta-da! We still have lots of Crown Zenith and a little bit of Scarlet and Violet Japanese, which is, these sets are so spicy. I gotta watch more of them get opened at Hilltop on Saturday, and the spice out of these sets is wild. I've seen some pretty spicy stuff. Like, I've seen the alt art of this boy right here on the front. I've seen that at least twice. Once when I pulled it, and then the second time I think it was Nick who pulled it. But yeah, so pretty spicy sets. I mean, I've seen the full art Miriam pulled twice, once by me, and then the second time I can't remember if it was Nick or Skylar, but one of the people at Hilltop pulled it, and it was pretty spicy. So hoping to get you guys some of that same level of spice out of these sets. They're very fun to open. And of course, Crown Zenith, because it took me unnecessarily long to get the Crown Zenith. And then I didn't do any streams, but here I am, finally, with Crown Zenith on stream. And I'm also way behind on videos, but I did post a random weird reel on Instagram, so that's something. I might put it on YouTube later as a short, but we'll see if I ever actually get to that. But I've got this whole list of ideas now for shorts that I want to make. Let me see, I actually have another thing I need to add on there real quick, but I think I have like 4 or 5 ideas, and I'm like, this list is growing a lot more quickly than I'm actually completing these things. But, you know, it'll be fun whenever I do get around to them. Let me just hurry and add it'll be my 4th thing. I guess I did actually finish one of these. Cool. So I have 1 out of the 4 ideas done. The other ones I think are going to take a lot more time. So the one I finished was one that took me about, I think it was a total of 20 minutes to plan, film, edit, and then make the post for it. So not an incredibly difficult one, but it was important. And by important, I mean it was 100% for the memes, which is, of course, very important. Alright, guys, let me hurry and check orders before I get sidetracked for the next who knows how long. But yeah, I was totally gonna stream on Saturday, and then I was what's the word I'm trying to find? I don't know. I was distracted. I was allured by the chance of getting to play Super Smash Bros. So, yeah, so my Commander friends were like, yo, we're gonna play Smash Bros. And maybe some Commander. So, who's coming? And I was like, well, I'll come once I'm done with work. It's been so long since I've played Smash, and I haven't even played Smash Bros. With any of my friends. So I was like, at least not the friends I have now. Old friends, but not these friends. So I was like, this will be great. Maybe I'll destroy a couple of them with Corin, and it'll be a good time. But by the time I got there, they were just finishing up playing Smash Bros. And then they're like, okay, let's play Commander. And I was like, well, I guess no Smash Bros. But I do get to play Commander, except that I had also kind of forgotten to even bring my decks. Forgotten? But also, yes, forgotten. It was complicated. Essentially, earlier I'd been like, well, if I bring my bag with me today, that's committing to playing Commander. I don't think I'm going to be able to say no if people invite me, even though I want to get home and do a stream tonight. And then I also woke up late, so I was like in a rush to leave the house and did not really think about grabbing my bag anyways. But then, yeah, you know, that happened. But so I didn't have any decks with me, but I got to borrow one of my friend's really, really overpowered decks, and that was so fun to play with. I just destroyed everyone. That was great. And then the second game I played, I borrowed a different deck that was just a for fun deck, and I just completely lost, largely because of my own fault, but a little bit, just tiny bit because of the deck, but mostly because I didn't want to keep, like, mulliganing because I kept not getting enough lands, and I was like, this is fine, I'll just have 2 lands, only one of which actually taps for mana. It was silly, but I enjoyed just hanging out with my friends and vibing. And then I accidentally stayed too late and was like, well, now I'm not gonna be able to stream. So that was the long story of why I did not stream on Saturday, even though I was going to. But, you know, technically I wasn't going to stream tonight, but plans changed, so I did get to stream tonight. So, like, you know, you win some, you lose some. At least we got to stream tonight. We'll vibe. We'll have a groovy time, and tomorrow we get to stream too, because I'm like, alright, much as I love doing the hilltop streams, my own stream is suffering. It needs love and attention and silly packs to open. So here I am. You guys get to see me on here instead of streaming for hilltop on whatnot, which, like I said, very fun, but just not the same. Not the same as streaming for you guys. Hey, welcome, Jason. How is it going? Yeah, I think that about sums up my Saturday. I just, like, worked and then played Commander. Friday, I think it was the same thing. I think I just worked and then played Commander. You notice a theme here. A trend, you could say. Hey, welcome. You know, I'm just vibing at the moment. I'm excited to open some spicy Pokemon. And I mean, I also have Magic and YuGiOh. Just a little bit. I think I have four packs left of YuGiOh. A new set that's supposed to be really spicy is apparently coming out fairly soon. So I might have to pick some of that up, but we'll see how interested you guys are in it. Also, I don't know why this, like, 19 section is extra large. It's weird. It makes me, like, worried that I accidentally, like, deleted something that was supposed to be there, but I'm gonna just hope that's not the case. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. But I guess this section's really big too, but I think that's just because this is large. It's fine. It's fine. My board just is a little silly, but more importantly, these sections are large, and I think they're actually all updated on the amount of packs that I have. So I'm doing pretty good with those so far tonight. So far, we'll see. We'll see if I remember to continue updating them throughout the night, because I'm not always very good at that. Let's see. I'm kind of tempted to open some Crown Zenith for myself, but I opened a lot of Crown Zenith for myself last week. Not on stream for you guys, because I was tired and, like, went to bed, like, immediately after I finished opening them, but here's my pile of stuff. Some of the stuff in here is just completely random, but there are a lot of my cards from Crown Zenith. It's a Ditto! So excited about the Ditto. You know, we got lots of pretty silly guys in here. A bunch of cards I didn't sleeve, too. Oh, there's a cute little rescue carrier. And the Mew and the Suicune. I'm still quite stoked about getting that Suicune. Oh, another Zorora. Lots of Zororas, but not the spicy ones. I did get quite a few trainers, too, which is pretty sweet. You know, get the Roxanne Charon, and somewhere in here there's a Grant. Charjabug, Radiant, obviously more important than the Radiant Charizard. Who needs Charizard when you can have Charjabug? Amazing. A bunch more random things. Look how cute this Latias is. I love it. And of course my pile of Pikachus, because I'm really good at pulling the Pikachu. And some more random stuff. And then more unsleeved cards. And then my double Leafeon, because why just pull one Leafeon when you can pull 2? And you know, if we keep this up, maybe I'll get a third one, so just like my Pikachus, I can have 3! And you know, some more just random fun ones. The cute Lapras, some V's, another Mew. There's the Grant, the Leafichu, and another Ditto. You guys, my little Ditto collection is slowly growing, and it's amazing. It's amazing. See, now I just need the Cynthia, and I'll have like all the main things that I wanted from this set. Ditto, Charjabug, Cynthia. Those are my 3 chase cards. Got 2 of them. Just need 1 more. Starfinder. You know, I can't say I've heard too much about Starfinder, but that sounds fun. And Lurking. Lurking is pretty chill. I do that a lot. Usually on Discord, but I'll always like check on like the Hilltop Discord since, you know, I work for them. It makes sense if I'm like involved in their community and stuff, right? But usually I'll just be like, this is some interesting conversations, and then I'll get distracted and go do something entirely different. You know, that's just what I do. I randomly like lurk or do something and then get super distracted because I'm very, very good at that. it's one of my skills, getting very, very distracted. All right, we are going to check orders again. I'm excited to open some packs tonight. I feel like streaming for Hilltop has like, you know, made me feel like this extra need when I stream to just open tons and tons of packs, because like on Hilltop it's like non-stop, like there are no breaks. It's just pack after pack after pack, which is super fun, though definitely a little bit tiring after a while. I just like, wow, I need to like breathe for a second. I do forget to do that sometimes. Or I guess I say that I forget to breathe a lot, but most of the time what I mean by that is just I forget to like breathe deeply. So like I just take like little mini breaths here and there, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm good. I'm good for a few minutes. No more breathing for like until I remember again. But, oh, I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, Hilltop stream. But yeah, it's so chaotic. I'll usually like forget to get like take a break and get a drink or anything. Relatively new, a futuristic version of Pathfinder. Got it. I have heard of Pathfinder a little bit, so that's cool. Like a in the future version. There's definitely a lot of really interesting RPGs out there. Like most people really only know about like a couple in terms of like, you know, the cardboard and not the cardboard, the paper, the ones on paper and books and things. But yeah, most people just know Dungeons and Dragons, but there are quite a few different ones that are interesting. And I mean, more recently, like at work, we've recently gotten the Avatar RPG stuff, which obviously a lot of people have been quite excited about. I'm not really big on Avatar myself, but I know a lot of people who really, really enjoy it. Yeah, English Scarlet and Violet is quite a ways away. Like, we're gonna have a solid, like, 2.5 months with no new English sets. And also, that's, like, literally 2.5 months apart from the Japanese release and the English release. So, we have to wait a long time, which is not a good thing because everywhere is running out of booster boxes as is. And we're not getting any more, and they're not printing anything until the end of March. So now it's just like, everyone is just like, well, there are no booster boxes to get, apparently. So people that do have booster boxes are just chilling. I don't have a ton. I have actually started adding a few booster boxes here and there to my sealed collection. Like, I got a V-Star booster box added to my collection, and that's, you know, Japanese, but I've got a few random English boxes. I think I have like a Fusion Strike, Astral Radiance, and it might be Chilling Rain. I think those are the booster boxes I have. Fortunately, I don't have a full booster box of Evolving Skies. That would be really spicy. But I mean, I do have ETBs of that set for my self collection, and they're very pretty. So it's fun at least to have those, even if I don't, you know, have the spicy booster box to match with it. But you know, yeah. It is quite a bit of time until we're gonna get our next English set, but it's gonna be so exciting. Like I've said, I've been very much enjoying the Japanese Scarlet and Violet so far, so I can imagine the English set's gonna be pretty spicy, especially since it's both sets in one. I'm excited. It should be good. It should be pretty spicy. And if it's not, then that won't make any sense. So it just has to be spicy. There's no other option. But yeah, I was supposed to be streaming for Hilltop tonight originally, but then they changed some plans and are updating some stuff in the shop, so they're like, don't worry about it. Like, you could just come in another day. And I was like, okay, cool. I guess that means that I get to do my own stream. And that I had like a little church activity thing that I was planning on just not going to, since I was going to be at my game store job and then go directly to Hilltop. But then since I didn't have to go to Hilltop, I was like, wow, I guess that means I have to be social now. But it was pretty chill. I got to chat with a few people that I hadn't met before. I talked to a couple people that I have met before. And then I like chilled and just vibed for a while. And then I went home and was like, now what? And then I was like, oh yeah, stream. And then I immediately got distracted for like a full hour. And then was like, maybe I should like actually stream now. So then I got my stream scheduled, and here we are, streaming. All right, let me check orders again real quick. I'm excited to open some spicy packs tonight. All right, I won't see them yet, so we'll just keep chilling. In the meantime, but yeah, this weekend, you guys, Saturday was just working Commander, same Friday, but yesterday, Sunday, it was mostly just sleep. I did actually, you know, make up in time to get to church, so that was good. I went to church, and then I got home. I slept for a couple more hours, and I got up for dinner, and then I just did random stuff and, like, found some magic cards for things, and then I went back to sleep. So yesterday was just a lot of sleeping, which I very much needed after last week, because I definitely did not get enough sleep. I was working a lot, too much, maybe. Too much to get enough sleep, I guess you could say, but this week, I'm kind of trying to do things a little bit differently so that hopefully I can get a little bit more sleep and be on a schedule that'll hopefully be a little bit more sustainable for myself. Hey, welcome, Pyro. How is it going? You know, this is really random, but I always, like, see your profile picture, Pyro, and it makes me, like, think of, like, a little bird, like a picky peck or something because of the colors. But then, like, I look at them like, that's just a game. It's just a game controller. It's not a pick-a-peck. But I'll never stop thinking about pick-a-peck when I see your profile picture. Hey, welcome, John. Is your stack up soon? Let me check. It looks like you have a month. It's good until February 26th. This profile picture is so old, like 2011 old. That's like 12 years ago. That's quite a while. That's like more than half of my life ago. It's a long time. It was kind of funny. See, my profile picture is one of those things that it's really random when I do change it, but like when I get into a mood to change it, it's usually like I want to change it like every month or two, but the profile picture I have right now, I don't love it, and so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for my new one, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like I change my YouTube one especially way too often, but I'm like, I don't know what to change it to. It's like Alpha Minecraft old. Crazy. February 19th. Oh my goodness, let's see, what day of the week is that? February 19th is... No, it's gonna be a Sunday. I won't stream on Sunday, but if you want to do it either the night before or the day after, we can definitely plan a fun stream for that. But on the 19th, I will probably just be asleep all day. But you know what we can do? We can just stream late enough on Saturday, the night before, that it will technically be the 19th when we open the box. This is strategy right here. Japanese Violet pack for yourself in my name. I mean, I would love to open some, but I'm on a personal spending / pack opening freeze so that I can buy the new Magic set when it comes out. I mean, it technically doesn't come out till next week, but pre-release is on Friday, so that's when I'm gonna buy way more of it than I should. I used to record with my phone, but now I just have this little, like, webcam thing that I guess, look, see, it's just a cute little webcam. Just a little baby webcam. But yeah, I I just have a little webcam there, another webcam, you know, on the top of my computer, and that's it. Just some cute little webcams. But yeah, I also have this scissor arm that's pretty fun. And by fun, I mean it works well, but it's also very inconvenient at times because it's like right in front of my face if I bend it the wrong way. But it works. It's too wiggly though. I need to see. I think the main thing that I need is I need to get a desk that doesn't wiggle really easily. But that costs money, and I do not like spending money on things that aren't just cards. So, for the time being, I will just continue having shaky furniture. That's fine. At least it's like fairly well like settled against like the wall and other furniture, so it's not as bad as it would be, but it is also the desk I have right now is like half broken. I'm just hoping it, you know, doesn't like randomly fall apart while I'm using it, but fortunately I don't really put that much weight on it since my computer monitors, only one of them is on this desk, the other one's like on my windowsill, and then my like actual like PC is up over here on top of a dresser, a very sturdy dresser. So my desk, it just has to hold a lot of piles of cards and like some boxes of packs. That's it. So it's fine. If I ever do try to put something really heavy on it though, there's a decent chance it'll just like buckle and break in half, and that would not be ideal, because I do not need any more of my furniture breaking and making it so I have to redo my setup. You guys, it happened twice last year that I changed my setup and couldn't stream for like a month. Well, I guess one time it was when like my whole background like started caving in on itself. I decided to replace that, and I was barely streaming like maybe once a week or every other week for like a month or two. That was a big oof. Quite a big oof. But then we were fine until like November, when I suddenly decided that I wanted to change my setup. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done it. Made such a mess of things. Like, it literally took me 2 months to finish moving things. I was able to do some streams in between, but it was incredibly inconvenient, and I still don't know if I actually like my new setup. The only thing that I like about it that I changed is that now I have like a miniature walk-in closet in like a quarter of my room, which is pretty sweet. I do quite like that. Other than that though, I'm like I don't know, I kind of regret moving everything, but I now have even more desks in my room, so that's cool. I went from, I think I had 2 desks, and now I have 4. It's great. Do you ever want to own a first edition base Charizard? So, like, that'd be super cool, and I would love to own one, but I would not want to have to actually buy one. So if somebody wants to gift me a first ed base set Charizard, I would be ecstatic. But otherwise, I will probably never get one. Because those things are a good few dollars. I'm pretty content with my like rough condition unlimited base set Zard. It's probably like mod or heavy played, but it's pretty spicy. I mean, I have all 3 of the base set boys in Unlim. You know, they're just chilling in one of my spicy boxes. But yeah, no, I would not want to have to actually buy one, because let me oh, one moment. There it is. That's what I wanted. Let's see. Here we are. Base set Zard. The lowest you can get one. See, that's just a Japanese one, but the lowest English one you can get is damaged at 9733, which is significantly less than the next damage listing, which is like 140. And you go up to 150, 151, 155, and then like a bunch at 155 up to 160. So pretty expensive just for the damaged ones. Or I guess, I mean, some of these are modded heavy played too. There aren't very many damaged ones. All the affordable damaged ones must just get sold, because easiest way to get base sets are just buy one that is kinda beat up. Hard to like new setup with potential tragedy looming. Yeah, pretty much. That's about how it goes. Like, there's already one side of the desk that's kind of like falling apart, but it's concerning. It's concerning, but there's a lot of other support things that are fine, I guess. I don't know, it's not good, but until I, like, move out and actually have space to put nicer stuff and money to buy nice furniture, which will probably, like, realistically be never, but if one day somehow that happens, if somehow I have money and my own place, I will get a nice, big, beautiful stream area and desk, and not a desk that's, like, falling apart. I mean, it's only falling apart on one side. Like, all of the part over here is fine. It's like an L-shaped desk, so one side's fine. And then this side's all the way fine, except for on the far edge, like, the panel that's, like, on the side that's, like, you know, the support is, like, not connected to the rest of the desk. It's kind of just, like, freestanding with, like, the top of the desk, like, propped on it. And I guess there might be, like, one thing that's, like, partially screwed in, but everything else, like, all the screws, like, just got ripped out. So it's seen better days, but it's just chilling. Some spicy stuff. But yeah, I've got a silly little base set Blastoise. It's actually a lot cheaper for a heavily played or damaged one. One important screw. Let me see. I don't even. It might be 2, but it probably is just like 1. Let's see. Never mind. I don't think there are any screws still intact. I thought there was at least a couple, but no. I think the only thing that's like holding it in place now is just the weight of the desk pushing on it, and it kind of like leaning against a wall. Don't touch. Yeah, definitely not something to mess with. Yeah, it does not go well when I try to move things. This desk is like, if I want to move it at all, I have to remove everything from it, and then like lift up one, you know, the main mass of the desk, and then just get the additional little side panel on its own, since apparently it's not connected to anything anymore. Whoops. Alright, you guys, we got our first order of the night, so let's go ahead and do that on my sketchy desk. It's fine. It's fine. My older desk was sturdier, but like it wasn't. It still like wobbled a bit, but at least it was all screwed together right. But now that's just like over there in the corner, and it's like my like deck building nails desk. So I do my nails at that desk and build decks. And at the moment, it's just covered in boxes of cards, so it's completely unusable as an actual desk. Anyways, for our first order tonight, we've got 5 Scarlet packs for Jason. So let's get it. These will be our first Scarlet packs. Not Scarlet, Violet packs on my screen. Scarlet. These are Scarlet. I'm really bad with keeping the colors apart. Like, I know that Scarlet is red colored, and that, oh, I always forget this also. It's so fun. I love it. But I always forget the names, even though, like, I know that Scarlet is a red color, and Violet is a purple color, but I can't keep track of them. I still just call them the wrong thing constantly, or just, like, randomly just stare at them and say nothing. No, I just build decks for myself, so I definitely don't make money building them. In fact, I spend a ton of money on them. And then some of the decks I'll play, like, twice and be like, okay, that was a cool deck, and then I'll put it on a shelf for, like, the next several months. But for the most part, yeah, I just build decks for fun, since I play a lot of Magic. I am actually working on building a Pokemon deck, because I haven't played Pokemon in a long time. But a friend wanted to start playing, and so I was like, alright, yeah, I'll build a deck and we can play. But they haven't even started building their deck. It's so sad. And also, I don't know where I can actually even play Pokemon, because the card shop that I work at, I'm always working and helping run our Pokemon events. So it's kinda Violet from Violet 30 from Willy Wonka. I mean, you know, yeah, that's fair. It's like, I just know that like, I just know that that's what those colors are, but like, the actual words in my mouth, no, it just does not compute. My brain's like, look, it's a pack from Scarlet and Violet. And I always want to say Scarlet first. But then I like will start saying Violet and I don't know, it's all just confusing. But anyways, let's get to these packs. See if we can get you some spicy stuff, Jason. You know what was really annoying is the other night when I was opening all these packs at Hilltop, we didn't have scissors yet. And so every time a pack would like only partially rip and get stuck, like I just couldn't do anything about it. I just had to keep fighting until I eventually got it, you know, ripped open. Pack number 1. Got some silly court place. Pack number 2. There we go. I like it when it, you know, actually rips. Oh, there's something sparkly. We're getting right to the spice. Oh, that is very nice. Got the Gyarados. Oh, you guys, I'm obsessed with these because they're textured. Amazing. Let me grab. That's not a sleeve. Where did my sleeves go? Here's one sleeve. I don't know where the rest of my sleeves are. I put them over there. No, I didn't. Alright, well, we got a sleeve for that one for now. Let's see. Okay, I found more sleeves. They're just not penny sleeves. I don't know where the penny sleeves that should usually be on my desk are. I'll just have to grab more when I have a minute. But yeah, this is a very nice start. Already got that Gyarados. And continuing on, we've got an Armor Rogue. You silly guy. On to our next pack. Yep. Alright, just a silly Lucario in there. And on to the next one. Struggling. Just a little bit. Maybe I can get it open. There we go. And finishing off, we've got a Hawlucha. That was pretty solid. That Gyarados EX is absolutely gorgeous. Congrats on that, Jason. We'll go ahead and get that added into your stack. And then... Hey, welcome, Alice. It's great to have you. Thank you very much. You know, even if you can't watch, I always appreciate the support. It was very, very much appreciated. Alright, let's see. I don't believe we have any more orders, so I'm gonna take just like 15 seconds and grab some penny sleeves, because I'm gonna go crazy if I don't have penny sleeves. So, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I have penny sleeves. We have a whole little mountain of penny sleeves, and by a whole little mountain, I mean 400 of them. That's what we like. That's it. I'm gonna set most of those over there. I'll get one of these open and ready to go. Any deal on the rest of the Scarlet? Let's see. 25 packs at $5 a pack. I think that's $125 would be the regular. But if you want to buy all the rest of them, I'd do it for $118. Just a little discount, but still a discount. There we go. I got the penny sleeves out. Throw my little empty bag up there. Alright, now we have penny sleeves. And I'll probably use all the rest of these to add stuff on TCG Player later. Because that's usually where all the penny sleeves on my desk go. When I add TCG Player stuff, which I need to add a lot of stuff on TCG Player because you know how whenever like I buy a magic box or something like that I shouldn't have bought, I always just tell myself like I'll just sell most of the singles from it. I just want to open something for fun. But then I don't actually sell any of the singles from it. I'm like, but what if I want these for a deck? So I just keep them all and I don't sell them. And then I still buy more boxes and it doesn't work. So yeah, I need to add a lot of stuff on TCG Player. What if I need them for decks? The struggle is real. He's a bit of an oof, but eventually I will gain the motivation, the mental commitment to, you know, actually sell some of my extra magic cards. It won't be easy, but maybe one day. One day. Or not. Maybe not also. There's a very good chance that I just will continue not to and continue to just buy more boxes than I should. But you guys, the new magic set, Phyrexia All Will Be One, comes out so soon. Friday's pre-release, and that just basically means it's like release, but like, you know, pre-release. But it's just release, because you can get like full booster boxes and stuff. But that's on Friday. I was thinking 4 days, and I'm so excited because I love all the silly Phyrexian stuff that they've been doing, especially Shieldred. She's like my girl, and so yes, discipline. You are 100% correct. I see, like, I used to be better with it before I really started playing a lot of Magic, but now I play a lot of Magic, and so I'm like, I always get so excited about using cards for decks. But you guys, I haven't even built myself a deck in over a month. It's almost been 2 months since I think the last deck I built for myself was like right at the start of December. So I haven't built a deck in a while, but I still want to have cards to build decks. And of course, I'm never really gonna run out of cards. I could make thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe, of decks. Tens of thousands at least. So, like, I don't need more cards, but I want them to be spicy decks, you know? Except I do also kind of just want to make just a completely random, super chaotic deck that's just 100% built of cards that nobody's ever heard of before. And then if somebody, like, sees a card in my deck and, like, mentions that they've played it or that they know what it is, I'll be like, nope, I'll pull it right out of the deck and replace it with some other really random card. Just for fun. Just for chaos. And kind of as a way to, like, experiment with different stuff and try out cards that, like, you know, I wouldn't have otherwise put into a deck. So I'm just gonna, like, go through a lot of my, like, vintage bulk and just be like, this is a weird card that nobody I know has ever played. Time to put it in this weird little deck. I'll find one of the old, like, legendary creatures that you can barely even tell is a legendary creature because it's so different, and it'll be great. So that's the plan. The plan is to make some kind of super chaotic stuff. Do you autograph for the best hit of the box, for example? So I mean, I'll drop people little dapper cards a lot just for fun, but I don't sign cards like hits or sleeves and whatever unless, like, it's specifically requested and it's not, like, extremely busy. But for the most part, like, let's see if I've got any already dappered cards in. This is my little stack of TCG player stuff. I always put a dapper signed card in all of my TCG player orders. I don't know, maybe, oh, see, there's one. This one's in Korean, so I don't know what it is, but I make little dapper cards like this. I give them top hats and monocles. Tell me how much PayPal took. Will do. Let me refresh that real quick. Let's see. Oh, it's still loading. Maybe PayPal. PayPal, please cooperate. It's like, nah, fam, you're gonna have to wait. See, like, it says I got a notification on my phone, but it just doesn't, it's not showing up on PayPal yet, so we'll wait for a minute and see if it decides to show up. Maybe not. I don't know. It's taking its time, really thinking it through. But will it show? That's so weird. Usually, like, the emails come later, but there's 10 SCARLET. Alright, well, we'll at least get 10 SCARLET counted out while we wait for it to actually show up. PayPal is so weird. It's very odd. PayPal, more like pay enemy. Just because PayPal is an enemy. I usually don't have people that are my enemies pay me on there. You know, it's not like I really have any enemies, but if I did, I don't know that I would have them pay me through PayPal if for some reason. Like, what reason would you have for your enemy to pay you on PayPal, you know? See, I can count. That's 5, and 5, which makes 10. Now PayPal, cooperate. PayPal, which I can use to pay my pals, but at the end of the day, PayPal is my enemy. Well, you know, in the meantime, I trust you and I can see the notification on my phone, so we'll at least get started opening the packs, and then we will see when it decides to show up on PayPal. I'm like, I don't know why, it's taking a lot of time. Oh, maybe, that's so weird. Let me check on my phone real quick. I'm wondering if it's just my browser on the computer that's not working, because sometimes it works a lot better on my phone. It's just, I don't know, I guess it likes my phone more than the computer. No, it has not shown up yet on here. That's so weird. Why is it being difficult? Like, that's so odd. It gave me an email, but PayPal is like, no, I don't think so. Alright, let's see. It looks like it took $2.25. So your payment was $47.75. And we'll see if that ever actually decides to appear on my PayPal. But we'll at least get these open for you. Well, we got some random trainers. I don't know what that trainer is called, but it's a random trainer. Alright. Pack number 2. But we get something spicy. We got something spicy. It's this cute little sand owl, which is honestly so adorable. Like, he's just chilling. He's just hiding in the sand. It's so pretty. I love that. Very, very nice. Not a bad start. On to the next one. Alright, for the spice of pack number 2, we have, oh, it's gonna be an EX, and we got that Gardevoir. Very, very nice. Go ahead and get that one sleeved up as well. I can figure out where the opening on the sleeve is. Alrighty, on to the next one. Smoliv. I love Smoliv. Such a cutie. And in this one, oh, it's another EX. 2 EXs in a row. We got that Toxicroak EX. The Spassy. Oh, I got it. All the sleeves are upside down in the little thing I put them in. So we'll just flip those around. And then they'll stop being upside down when I grab them. Problem solved. This is problem solving. Yes. Alright, on to our next pack. We're keeping it going with the foils. We got whatever this guy is that I always forget his name. I just know that he evolves from Bisharp. But he's a silly guy. Alrighty, on to the next one. And we've got no spice, just the silly little Wug Trio, which is such a funny card to me. I love the Wiglet and Wug Trio. There are some silly guys. On to the next one. We got the Professor's Research with Sada on it. Not bad. King Sharp. That sounds pretty accurate, like, you know? Very much so sounds like the right name for a sharp, spiky guy that evolves from Bisharp. This Pokemon is apparently just like a car engine. Don't know why, don't know how to feel, but yeah, apparently that's that. Alrighty, on to the next one. Oh, also, I almost forgot to update the board again. There we go. It's fixed now. Hey, welcome, Kev. It is good to have you. How is it going? King Gambit. That's what it is. Thank you. I was like, man, I felt like I should know it. That's what it was. It's King Gambit. That's his name. I like the special like art card of him that looks like playing chess with a bunch of the Pawniards as pawns. All right, we got one more. Let's see if we can finish off with some spice. We got some good spice at the start. Let's see if we can get just a little bit more. Nah, that was still pretty solid though. I mean, The majority of those packs had something shiny in them. We got 2 EXs, the cute little Sandile, and then 3 Holofulls. We'll go ahead and get those added into your stack, Jason. There we go. And let's go ahead and check orders again. I don't know why PayPal won't upload on the actual, like, it won't show me anything on there, which is very odd, because like I said, it shows up on my email. Like Pokemon legendaries. They've definitely made some odd legendaries and odd Pokemon in general, but I guess that's just how they roll, apparently. Let's see. Alright, I'm not seeing any more orders yet, so we will just vibe for a little bit. Put these in a bulk pile over here. Beautiful. That's perfect. And by perfect, I mean, yes. So you'll still owe $225, I believe is what it said the fee was. Let me double check. Yeah, $47.75 is what came through on the 10 packs. Oh, and I guess if you're curious about the packs before, I think those were like 17 cents off, which isn't, you know, something I'm too horribly worried about. Oh, the total for the rest of the box. Got it. Let's see. Is that 15 packs left? Or, yeah, that's the SCARLET. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Wait, 12, 14? One moment. I forgot how to count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'm so confused. There's 14 left. I don't know what happened to the other pack. I don't know if we accidentally opened an extra one, or if I just... I'm so confused. I thought we should have 15 left. Apparently we only have 14. I don't understand. My best guess is that I just accidentally opened an extra pack somewhere, but I don't know. And I don't really want to have to go back and watch it, so I guess it is what it is. Let's see. So 14 times 5 is 70. So that would typically be 70, but I could do 66 for the last 14 packs. Man, it has been so cold lately. When I left the house earlier, it was like 14 degrees Fahrenheit. And my computer keeps telling me that there's a wind chill warning. Apparently it is now 4 degrees outside. 4 whole degrees. That is not enough. It's very cold. It's extremely cold, in fact. Like, wow. I do not love that. That's not very fun. I don't know if PayPal just crashed or something, but it's like not working. PayPal, what are you doing? I don't understand you. I never did. Never will. PayPal just doesn't make sense. That is my conclusion. PayPal doesn't make sense. And they make me sad. They're really good at that. It's a talent that PayPal happens to have. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing, but it is like not really working. Like, I do not understand what it is trying to do at the moment. But okay, PayPal, you just keep being confusing, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if PayPal is just broken. Which I feel like it's probably just PayPal is broken because they're just annoying all the time for fun. And by for fun, I mean for no good reason. It's sad times. Very sad times. Oh my goodness, you guys. I don't know what it is, but apparently I'm like allergic to something. And it's like, it's making my skin like a little bit itchy. Like not extremely itchy, at least at the moment, but just enough to be like annoying. It's driving me crazy. I just want to not be allergic to mysterious things, but I have really bad eczema too. So it's like my skin is just a huge mess at the moment. So it's just not fun times. Not fun times at all. Driving me crazy. Alright. My phone says we got another order. Let's see. Oh, this time it showed up. So I don't know why, Jason, but your payment is, it only gave me the email for it. It's not actually showing up in my PayPal, so I'd recommend checking on that and seeing if, like, something's wrong with it from your end. So do let me know if you figure anything out there. In the meantime, we've got 4 Crown Zenith for new gen. Let's do it. Let me get a box opened real quick. And grab some packs, and hopefully we'll get some very nice Crown Zenith spice. And I really need to clean all of the empty boxes off of my floor. One day I'll do it. I promise. One day it'll happen. Maybe tonight after stream. We'll see. Alright, new gen, let's get some spicy stuff out of here. I'm ready to see some fire from Crown Zenith. So let's do it. We got Shinx and Enamorous, full pack number 1. On the next one, Persiker and Pangoro. We need to get a little bit of spice out of these next 2. Pack number 3. Be something shiny. There we go. We got a cute little Paris, and there's a Tangrowth. The Paris into a sleeve. There we go. And then one more for you. Let's see if we can finish off strong. We've got an Absol Reverse and a Luxray. Nothing too crazy, but we did at least get the very cute little Paris. Go ahead and get those added into your stack, new gen. Let's see. Just gotta figure out which box it is in. There we are. Perfect. Alright. And then let me go ahead and we'll refresh orders again. Let's see. Alright, looks like we've got 2 more. Let's see. Whatever this is in packs of Scarlet. So let's see. That is, it's just over 55. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then the rest will cover the missing fees. I don't know why, but the previous payment for the 50 is still not actually showing up in my PayPal. It gave me the email, but the money did not actually arrive. So if you can check on that before we can do these and get me an answer on if it shows you anything on your side. But like, it doesn't make any sense. But it only gave me an email and did not actually come through. So if you don't mind waiting on those for a second. We do have 3 Crown Zenith for new gen, and that came through without an issue. So let's see if we can get some spicier stuff. Alright, we've got a Rayquaza V. So it's an ultra rare, but we want one of those little subset ultra rares. A little bit extra spicy stuff, you know? You know? Just a little bit extra spicy. Alright, next up we have a Volcarona and a Liepard. And one more. So, come on! And we got a Poochyena and the cute little Nessa. I seriously love the little signed trainers. Like, they are so cute. Look at that. In a sleeve for you as well. That one a little bit better. The 3-packs did slightly better than the 4. That's kind of funny. Alright, we will get those added with the rest of your stuff. And then, I'm curious, I almost wonder if, I know somewhere out there, I have an old PayPal account, and I'm wondering if maybe it was by chance sent to that. So I'm gonna hurry and see if I can pull up my old PayPal account and see if it shows up on there. This is my best guess. So we'll see. We'll see if maybe for some reason it is on there. It's been a minute since I've been on my old PayPal. So let me hurry and find if I'm logged into it on here. Maybe. One moment. We will quickly see on this. Let's see, I think that is it. Alright, let me hurry and check on here. Is your shipping different to the normal one? Yeah, I think I have one PayPal that was the one that I just used for part of last year that was my shipping email, and then I think it's my regular one has my regular email, but I could be mixed up. But either way, there should be one with each of those different emails, because PayPal has always and probably will always cause me lots of issues. Okay, so no, the shipping one is the one that I'm currently using. I guess it's the other one, apparently, is my old one. Or I don't know, let's see. Let me find my right email on here. I'm gonna move this so I can actually reach my computer. Okay, let's see. That's what I want. Rude. Computer's like, nah, I'm gonna be difficult. Please, computer. I just want PayPal to work. Nah, I'm not gonna blame this on my computer. It's 100% PayPal's fault. They are the problem. Always. PayPal would be 100% correct in singing Taylor Swift's song. They are the problem. It is them. No one else. Let's see. Yes, I think that is what happened. It looks like one of them, at least it says it sent it to my other email? Yeah, so let me hurry and check that I can get logged into my old PayPal, and I will make sure that I can still actually access the money, but it should be fine. I just want to make sure now so that I don't have to bother you about it later. Oh, what is my phone doing? Da-da-do. Nope, it just hates me. Yeah, because on my phone, I just checked the email that it went to, and it does look like it just went to my old PayPal, which should be fine. I should be able to get it off of there later. I actually have to figure out how to log in, but I just wanted to make sure that PayPal, like, didn't just make it disappear or something, because that totally sounds like something that they would do. But it looks like it's fine. It's just in my other PayPal, so shouldn't be a problem. So we are good to go there. I just want to make sure that we wouldn't have to figure that out later. Oh, now PayPal is being difficult on my computer again. Wow, PayPal, you sure know how to make me sad. Okay, we should be good. Alright, we've got our next order. We have 3 more Crown Zenith for new gen. Oh, that was a very blurry camera. Focus. It's just zoomed in too much. I'm like, how do I convince this to focus back here? Oh, there we go. Okay, we fixed it. It's working again. Alrighty. Oh, I'm so jealous! That right there is a very spicy Cynthia's Ambition. The centering is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get that into a sleeve and a top loader for you. Congrats on such an amazing pull. Oh, I'm so jealous. Man, I opened like so many boxes of this set the other day, just hoping that maybe I would pull this card. You are right, I do need to fix the menu. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I am... Let's see, so I think Crown Zenith should be fine though, and then we gotta actually move this so you can see. I don't know what my computer is doing today. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. Get that fixed. Alright, and then there was also a textured energy just hiding back there too. The Cynthia just distracted a little bit from that. And then we got 2 more. And then we will get on to the rest of your packs. Jason, Greeky Tot, got that pretty KO, the regular hollow. And 1 more. I'm so jealous about that Cynthia. Like, what a gorgeous card. Alright, well, you can't lose when you pull a Cynthia. And a textured energy, just to make it a little extra spicy. So we'll get those added to your stack. So jealous. What a crazy card. Toss the bulk back there, and then let's get these open for you, Jason. Let's get some spicy stuff. Alrighty. Oh, there we go! We got that nice full art Toxicroak. Let me get that into a sleeve and a top loader. Oh, the texture is so fun. I love all the fun texture shapes that they do on some of their like full art cards. Like just all the circles. Very fun. Get that into a top loader. And we still got 10 more packs of spicy stuff. So let's see what we can get out of these. See, nothing too crazy out of that one. I'm ready to see another spicy art card. We got 1 spicy art card out of this so far tonight. Hopefully we'll see at least 2 or 3 more. Like, there's so many pretty ones. We would love to see some more of that spicy stuff. Not out of that pack though. One of these packs has got to have something spicy. Oh, we got the... I don't remember what this one's name is, but I know that it's... The evolutions before it are Smoliv and Doliv. So I can imagine it's somewhere in that same kind of area. Hey, welcome, Chris. It has been a hot second. It is good to see you. Oh, you know it. We're always just vibing. Apparently, Violet is the better set because it has the Miriam full art and alt arts, which are very spicy. From what I understand, I think the best hit in Scarlet is around like a $200 to $300 card. But the Chase in Violet, the Miriam alt art, is... Last I checked myself, I saw it at $600. Last time somebody told me what the price was, they said it was around $700. So I would assume it is somewhere in that area. Ooh, we got that Ralu. That is kind of spicy. Look at him, he's just chilling. His house is a complete mess, but he is just chilling. Oh, I love that. That is a super duper cool pull. Definitely keeping some spice coming. But yeah, both of the sets definitely have a lot of really good hits, but Scarlet cannot quite compare to the Miriam. Like, that thing is crazy. Ooh, we got the... I believe this is the Great Tusk. Silly little guy that's like almost Dawn fan, but not quite. Altar, Glaring Mulchers V from Chilling Rain. No way! If that's for reals, that's for reals! Last time I checked, that was like $100 card. $450. Come on, we're gonna have to look this up. We need to investigate. I mean, I know that everything Sword and Shield, especially big hits and like sealed product, is just gonna be going up in the next few months because it's just gonna become more and more unavailable and then just disappear entirely. So like, it definitely makes sense for a lot of that stuff to go skyrocketing. But $450, that's like Umbreon VMAX altar kind of prices. Alright, we got 1 more! Man, a lot of those packs were kind of rough, but I mean, overall, we got you that full art, and the Raulu is so sweet. Super spicy. We'll go ahead and get those added into your stack, Jason. And let me check orders real quick. Let's see. Alright, I don't think we have any more yet, so now I need to know. 450. Let's see, let's find out. I'll move this back up so you guys can see. Larian Moltres V. Let's see. Looks like it went up to about 140, but let's see. I have to look at the actual cells. I wonder if is that maybe the graded price on it? Is it seeing about the highest I'm seeing so far is well, there's 180, but that was back in December. It's still quite a lot. Like, last time I checked, it was, like, pretty consistently 80, 90, but I guess the lowest we have now is 121 from a not the most trustworthy seller, but the first gold star is, like, 131, which is definitely a little bit more. Oh, eBay. eBay and TCG player prices definitely vary a lot sometimes. They're being sold on eBay, not just listed. That's crazy. Man, I guess sometimes it's just better to sell on eBay. Like, man. It's definitely interesting how different, like, the prices and value of cards will be between, like, the different platforms. Like, they can be so different sometimes. Kinda crazy. Kinda spicy. Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how different they can be between platforms. Alright, let's check orders again real quick, see if we've got anything else to open. No, it looks like that is all for now. Definitely been seeing some good spice so far tonight, like, man. Also, I don't know what happened to the 3, but now I can only find 2 packs. Apparently, I can't count. It's fine, it's fine. Who needs to count? It's fine. I'll just live in confusion. It's okay. I don't have to understand things, right? It's fine. I'm probably just failing at counting today. But, you know, I guess it's better that I open extra packs for people than not enough. Who complains about free extra packs? We do like free extra stuff. Alright, I'm not seeing any more orders at the moment, so we will just keep chilling. I'm gonna stick these 2 Scarlet packs by all their Violet buddies, since we do still have a good little bit of Violet, and I'm sure there's some more spice to be found in there, especially all those, like, all art cards are so spicy. I wonder if they finally updated them all on Poké Collector. We should investigate to see if they finally put all the... Oh, I don't know why this thing keeps, like, only partially disappearing and reappearing. It's being really weird. I guess let me just solve the problem by changing the size of the tab. We'll just make it fit perfectly. Beautiful! Problem solved! This is problem solving at its finest. No, they haven't updated everything, but I can look at the names of things to figure out what their names are on most of the stuff in here. Try to find the names for some of the new Pokemon. Tarantula? Tarantula, but different. Then there's Spidops. And then this guy that looks like Tentacle, but his name is Toadstool. Silly guy. And then Toadcruel. Then we have Capsicid, the one that looks like a cactus. And Scovillain, what he evolves into. And let's see, what's the next new guy? The Citadel. And the Cetitan. Alright, alright. Bunch of Pokemon we know. I already know Palmy, Palmo, Pamat. Miradon, which I still get Miradon and Corydon mixed up constantly. I will not be able to tell them apart until I see the English cards. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. And we got Grievard, I know him, and Houndstone is what he evolves into, but I always forget that one. And then we have the Annihilate, which I don't know how to feel about it, so I'm just not going to try to think too much about it. We've got Mastiff and Mabostiff? Okay. Then Bombardier. Iron Treads, which I'm just like, why? Why did they do that? And then the little mice that I just call the cute little mice most of the time. Tandem mouse. Mousehold. That was like a household, but mousehold. We got this Squawkabilly. And then there's, of course, a Cyclozar. And Katie? Turo. His name is Professor Turo. I know now. Arvin, of course, Miriam. And this Mesagoza Stadia. Alright, now I know slightly more names, and I'm gonna forget most of them. But at least I for like half a second, knew these names. And so that was Violet. Let's see about Scarlet. Yeah, these are all the new ones that came out in Scarlet Violet, like the game and the sets. Sounds so much. I've taken a break for like 2 years. That's insane. Yeah, there are a lot of crazy stuff that's been going on. Astral Radiance. Yeah, Astral Radiance I think was just under a year ago. Nice. The days of that like Machamp alt heart suddenly like doubling in price, those are crazy times. Those are crazy times. Alright, so one moment while I remember that I don't sleep enough. So we know Smoliv and Olive. Arboliva is what it evolves into. Not a huge fan of the names. Smoliv and Olive are way cuter. Not gonna lie. Then we got Charcadet, which is the one that evolves into Armorogue. And then we have Wigglet and Luxtrio. Amazing. The silly fish guy. I just call him the silly fish guy. I always will, but apparently his real name is Dondoze. But I'm just gonna call him the silly fish guy. So, yeah. Then we got Tatsuguri. And then there's Wattrel and Kilowattrel. This is his names. And then there's Fido that becomes Dachshund. And then there's the Flittle that evolves into Espathra, the Pastel Goth Emo Emu. That one. That's a silly guy. And some we know. And then I just call this guy the pre-mustached crab because you know how I like to make dapper cards, but he already kind of has a mustache. So I just call him the pre-mustached crab. And then, let's see. And this, of course. Oh, excuse me. King Gambit. And then we've got the first evolution of the vacuum, which is Vroom. And then just the straight up vacuum, Reveroom. You know, I guess it fits. And we got Leconte and Oinkalone. Boulder Breastplate. Defiant Band. We got Jack. Team Stargrunt. That's that name. We already know Sada. And then Penny. And we got a Beach Court. And then all these things that we know. But not all of the art cards. Where are the rest of the spicy secret rares? I don't know. We just don't get to see them, I guess. Let's see. Random question. Do you think it's rare to pull a Flirt Trainer from Tag Team out of the... Yes! That is, in fact, very rare. And if it was Ingo and Emmett, you win. That card, a few months back, jumped up from about a $10 card to a $50 card. I believe it is closer to $30 right now, but that is still a big hit, especially for a $3 pack. Like, that's tripling the value of the pack. So, yes, it's rare, and yes, you win, which is what we like. We like to win. We like to get the spicy stuff. That's pretty crazy. Where did you find a team up 3-card pack though? I want to know. I want some of those. It was like 50 cents! Oh yeah, you said a 3-card pack, not a $3 pack. That's a lot more than triple the value. It's like triple, whatever is times 6, and then whatever's, I think, I don't know, that's just a lot of numbers. Man, that is pretty crazy. Somewhere between like a lot of times the price. I could use my calculator, but it's almost out of batteries, so I should charge my calculator instead of using it Dollar General. Man, maybe I need to visit the local dollar stores more often. That is so crazy. I'm jealous, I must say. I'm jealous. That is quite the win. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Alright, yeah, not seeing any more orders. We'll keep vibing for a bit though, but I think we may wrap up soon since I do have to. So last week I went to work at like 11 a.m. almost every day for Hilltop, but this week I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that again. I think I am just gonna go with like noon is the earliest that I will plan on being here. Because I mean, considering that I stayed until the hours of between midnight and 2 a.m. on multiple nights last week, I was like, I really don't need to be here at 11 a.m. So I decided that I won't, unless I for some reason like wake up early. Order. How many orders did you have? Like, in general on stream, like how many do I get? Or how many have we had tonight? I had like 6 or 7, I think, tonight. Yeah, like 6. Or like how many TCG player orders? Cause I always have a good few TCG player orders. I haven't had a ton the last like couple days since I keep not adding more things on TCG player, but I probably have like, I think 4 or 5. Because I've got 3 printed right here from this morning, and I think I've gotten 1 or 2 since then that I need to finish, because that is a good idea. So maybe eventually I will get them taken care of. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I'll do these 3 tonight. Probably the rest tomorrow. Because I probably just won't want to do them tonight. Or maybe I'll just add more stock. We'll see. It could very well go either way. But I guess I should probably get my own TCG player stuff done sooner rather than later, since tomorrow I think my plan is to do TCG player for Hilltop. We're finally getting the store set up. We just gotta get, you know, all the, like, main information for the store put in, and then we can start listing stuff, and then I just have to wait until they get me the supplies. I'm like, you guys, we need envelopes and stamps or else this isn't gonna work. But I can at least start putting in the inventory before we get those, and just keep it on hidden. And then as soon as we have everything we need, we will make it so people can see the inventory. I'll go live, and we can start selling stuff like crazy, and then I'm just gonna spend forever, all day, every day working on TCG player stuff, because I have my own TCG player store. I run the TCG player store for the card shop that I work for, and now I'm gonna be running the TCG player store for Hilltop. So that's 3 whole TCG player stores that I will be running primarily by myself, which honestly, I'm kind of more proud of it than I need to be, but I'm very much just going to be proud of it. That's just how I am. But I'm going to be spending a lot of time each day on TCG player, because I mean, my personal TCG player, I think like the minimum amount of time that I would spend on it in a day is usually at least 15 to 30 minutes, but I'd say typically, like, when I actually, you know, am consistently on TCG player, I might spend like an hour and a half to 3 hours like adding stuff and working on it in my just for my own. At the game shop I probably spend like maybe like an hour-ish on average each day that I go in. Hilltop though has like an infinite amount of stuff that needs to get added on there, so it'll keep me super busy. I get burnt out on. So you see, the thing is that I work recreationally, which is very much so not like, it's an oxymoron, because recreational activities are what you do when you're not working, but I recreationally work, which just, you know, doesn't make sense in terms of the actual definitions of those words, but I very, very much enjoy working, but I do force myself to take a whole day off every week. Every Sunday, that's like, I do not let myself work. It drives me crazy sometimes. Sometimes I want to work so bad, but I always make myself take a break on Sunday. But I appreciate you guys watching out for me. I get too excited about working. Which, I mean, I could have worse problems. You need to double check you received my payment. I sent it, but I can't transfer money on my account now. Maybe an automatic anti-theft thing. There are a lot of really weird automatic anti-theft things that can get confusing. I'll move this over to, I'll just get it pulled up on a separate screen. And we'll see if I can figure out how to log into it, because PayPal is weird and my computer is also weird. Let me make sure that I'm trying to log into the right thing. Is it gonna work for me? Is it gonna show me what I wanna see? Okay, let's see. We'll see if I can. Oh, aha, I figured it out. I just had the wrong password saved on my computer. And now PayPal is like, here, do more stuff. We don't believe you that it's you. Thanks, PayPal. I love that you don't trust me. You give me trust issues too. I guess it's mutual. Whoops. Now I can't type. Alright, PayPal, now you have to trust me. I don't have to trust you, though. Silly. Silly PayPal. Oh, yep, there it is. It is, in fact, on there. Let me just make sure that I can transfer it. Let's see. Let me just make sure that it's going to my actual right account. Let's see. I think it should be good though. The money is in fact there. I just have to make sure that I can actually retrieve it from there correctly, because I haven't used this other PayPal account in a long time. I don't even know the last time that I used it. Alright, load please. Yep, we're good to go. You are all set. Looks like it was in fact just sent to my other PayPal account that I haven't used in like literally forever. I say I just look at when the last activity was on here. It's like there's been no activity in the past 3 months. Let's see, did I use this like last year? Was it the year before that? Oh, apparently maybe it was 2 years ago. I wonder if that was it. Let's see. I'm curious now. I want to know. Or maybe I just never used the second PayPal account. Why? Oh, man. It looks like I did. I haven't used this other PayPal account in about a year and a half. It was back in 2021. Most of it was just this one thing that I bought Pokémon on. I think, yeah. And then like, yeah, no, I think most of this was just me spending money. And like the very first couple months of my YouTube channel. Oh, I don't really know why for sure I have 2 different PayPal accounts. This is the accidental 2 different accounts. I'd say that may be possible, since I don't know if you ever sent to this older account. It might have been before you started watching my stream, because this looks like I haven't been using this on stream since like April 2021. That's such a long time ago. That's crazy. So yeah, maybe it's like freaking out like, whoa, why did that go to some other thing? Oh no, I guess there is at least one payment on the old account previously. That's crazy. It's such a long time ago. Oh my goodness. There's a payment for the invisible box break. Do any of you guys remember the invisible box break? What a time to be alive. That was good times, man. And all these cosmic eclipse. I had so much cosmic eclipse. I'm so jealous of past me. Man. All those good times. Man, I had so many sun and moon packs. I'm like looking at all this Ultra Prism. This is back probably when I bought a full box of Ultra Prism. Guys, those are crazy times. I'm so jealous of me 2 years ago. All these spicy packs. I mean, I do have a handful of Sun and Moon era packs. Got the Ultra Prism. Not a full box, but we got some Ultra Prism. And a singular Unbroken Bonds. And 2 Sun and Moon base. But I think that's all the Sun and Moon stuff on there. Up in the last 2 Scarlet. I mean, like, I feel like we have a decent chance of getting another art rare. I won't lie. But, like I said earlier, I gotta save all of my personal packs for I had to save those for Magic this week. I mean, I collect a little bit of all Pokemon. I don't complete sets, but I do kind of just collect a little bit of everything. But I do not have the Umbreon VMAX alt art. I do have multiple of the Umbreon V alt arts, though. I think I have 2 Japanese and 1 English. So I have a lot of those. But not the VMAX Umbreon alt. I never did get that one. Sadly. But it's okay. The Ralu for the last 2 packs. Oh, that's actually a little bit tempting. Oh. I don't even know what the Ralu is worth. I don't want to, like, accidentally, like, totally screw one of us over, you know? The one from Crown Zenith. No, it's the Ralu from SCARLET, if that is what you're referring to. Ralu. I don't actually even know what number it is. It's a number. I'll just say Ralu SCARLET. I'm sure the internet will know what I want. No, it doesn't. It's like, what in the world do you want? It doesn't understand. How about if I add JP? Oh my goodness. That worked. Let's see. Looks like it only goes for around like 7, which is a little bit under that. So I'm probably just gonna have to decline the offer, though I will admit it is tempting. I do like the Ralu, but I'll probably wait till it gets printed in English, and it's probably gonna be less in English, because I don't know, Japanese cards just maintain some like extra value. Maybe it's just because they're like, you know, not as easy to get in America as compared to, you know, actually living in Japan where the cards are supposed to be bought. But we don't like to buy the cards where they're supposed to be bought. We just want to have all the cards anywhere we want. Let's see. I'm gonna hurry check orders again real quick. It's loading. I don't think we have any more yet, so we'll just keep on vibing. Let's see. Random notifications on my phone. But yeah, in terms of Evolving Skies, I do have a lot of really nice stuff from it. Like, I have quite a few pretty spicy cards, but the Umbreon VMAX alt is definitely one of the main ones that I don't have. Though honestly, it's not my favorite alt art from the set, so I'm not like particularly upset that I don't have it. I know it's what most people are obsessed with, and yes, the value does make it very attractive, but you know, it's just not my favorite one. I also don't have the Rayquaza VMAX. I did for like 2 days once, but that's just because I picked one up to use for mystery packs for, you guys remember back when we had $500 mystery packs? What are the 2 $500 mystery packs that we had on stream? One of them had this bad boy. Like, when the set was relatively new, too. So it was, like, extra spicy. But I do have the Leafeon VMAX that I'm kind of stoked is now the 3rd most expensive one in the set. Because this was, like, the first alt art from the set that I actually bought. Because I pulled all of the other Leafeons in the set. But this one. And so I was like, well, solution. I'm just going to buy this one, too. So I did buy this one for myself. It was a good long time ago, but it's, you know, had some highs and lows in the last while, but ultimately ended on a high. Oh wow, one of my ears just started like ringing. That was really disorienting. But yeah, it is certainly doing pretty well. Lowest listing's like 156. Yeah, it looks like it's 160 plus right now on the Spicy Leafeon. I think the Sylveon is the other Eevee VMAX alt that I don't have. I don't actually know when or where I got the Glaceon VMAX alt. I can't remember if I pulled it or if I bought it, but I just one day found out that I had one and was like, cool. Like, I legit had no clue, and I was just like, well, sweet. And of course I've got that one. I have this one. I have like 2 of this one, I think. I have the Glaceon. I'm fairly certain I have the Espeon and the Sylveon, but there's a small chance that I only have one of the 2 because I get them both mixed up with each other like constantly. I obviously have the Leafeon. I think I have this Rayquaza. I think I bought it when it was, like, a lot more expensive. Yeah, this guy, I think I got mine when it was, like, $45 to $50 cards. He's not quite as spicy pricey, but it's still a cool card. And I got the Noivern, and I think I have the Secret Umbrella VMAX. I did not ever get this one just because I never really cared for it. Like, it's just not cool enough to be an alt. But I do remember getting the Golurk. I'm assuming I have most of the secrets in full arts, but I honestly don't even know how many. I know I have this one, though, because I absolutely love this Duraludon. It's funny. This is, like, my least favorite alt in the entire set. But this is, like, one of my absolute favorite alts in this set. Like, I love the regular V Duraludon. It's so cute. I love the Rayhan. And, yeah, like I said, I'm assuming I have most of the secret rares full arts. Magichow, that was the first secret rare I pulled. Not the first secret rare. That was the first alt art I pulled out of this set. And let me tell you, I was beyond disappointed. I was like, bro, what is this? Of all things, the Medicham. That was the first alt art that I pulled out of this set. It was an oof. Truly an oof. And a lot of the full arts in this set maintain value pretty well also. Oh, and the Rayhan. More the secret rares. I mean, even a lot of the secret rare VMAXs. I mean, I guess like $5, $6 is pretty reasonable for a lot of the secret rare VMAXs, but I know there are some in other sets that are even lower than that. Or like some of the trainer secret rares that everybody's like, we just don't care about these. We just want the regular ones. All the VMAXs too aren't too bad. Definitely a set that just maintained value like all around. So many fun cards too. Definitely a very enjoyable set. I guess the regular copycat is still technically less than the secret rare. Not always the case. How many art rares did I get out of the box? I think it was just a Sandile and the Riolu. At least those are the ones that I remember. Are we eating cards in your stream tonight? Well, typically I only eat cards when somebody bribes me to, because personally I don't think that they are very yummy. But Blazer is usually the one that bribes me to eat cards, but I haven't seen him tonight. So I say chances are I'm safe from eating cards tonight. I guess unless somebody else is like, yo, here's a pack. Eat a card. Then I'll be like, ah! And then just do it anyways, you know? I'll just like scream for a second eternally with my really awkward, half-lost voice scream. I'm not good at screaming. Only really awkwardly. How is work? You know how it is. It keeps me nice and busy, and I love it that way. That's how I like it. I've been working tons and tons of hours. I'm thinking, like, how many hours did I work between at least my 2 jobs that are outside of my house last week? Like, I want to count. Because my ego gets this, like, unnecessary boost from working an exorbitant of amount of hours. Can't transfer right now. And pay tomorrow. I can, in fact, trust you, so that works fine. I'll just write me a little note so I make sure to watch for that tomorrow. Oh, let's see. But yep, I 100% trust you to pay for that tomorrow. Scarlet 2X packs $10 for Jason. There we go. And I'll try and pick up more Scarlet too, but I don't actually know if we have more at Hilltop at the moment. Because, you know, it's one of those things with the Japanese stuff, it's really hard to get a hold of in the first place, and it's even harder to, like, you know, keep it in stock and get more. But hopefully I might be able to get more, because waiting until, well, what did I do? Waiting until, like, the end of March, so basically April. It's gonna be way too long to get the English set. But, it's kind of sad. I don't actually think I'm gonna be able to get any pre-release stuff like I typically do. Ooh, nothing spicy from that one. We gotta hope for the last pack magic. But I'm hoping that maybe I'll be able to find someone that has pre-release kits, but because it's some, like, dumb thing that's kind of, like, out of our control, we are not gonna be able to do a pre-release event at the game shop. There we go. We're finishing off with the silly fish guy. I love it. What a solid hit. It's such a pretty card. Like, it's kind of funny. The other night when I opened a bunch of Scarlet Violet on Hilltop's stream, out of all of the insane cards that we pulled, the Gardevoir, like, alt art thing, I think we pulled I think it was the Corridon. We pulled that alt art, we pulled the Miriam full art. Of all of the cards that we pulled, this one was the only one that I felt worth taking a picture of to show off later. So, like, I think this is such a great card. I'll even find the picture that I took on the stream the other night. I was like, this is the only one I feel the need to take a picture of. See? It's just too great. And that was the only one that I took a picture of. Because I think it's amazing. Alright, we'll get that added into your stack, Jason. A great back scratching nails. My dogs definitely agree with that. I mean, any dogs. It's my favorite. Because, you know, dogs, they love to get, like, scratches and pets. And, like, how excited they get, even more so, when they feel my super good nail scratches. And, I mean, if I liked, like, you know, like, head massages and stuff more, this would be very good for that. But ever since I started using dandruff shampoo, like, 7 or 8 years ago, my scalp is no longer super itchy, so it's not really a concern. Oh, alright, we got 3 more Crown Zenith for Ramiro. Not for Ramiro, for New Gen. Let me grab another box to open. I really need to get, like, a little, like, letter opener or something to leave on my desk. At Hilltop, I've started just keeping my little, like, pocket knife with me to open stuff. But I always leave that in my bag, which I don't leave right next to me when I'm at home. Maybe I should. So what I was thinking, I was like, you know, I don't really wear pockets with outfits with pockets. I can talk in order too, I promise. I know how English works, but I usually don't have anything with pockets. And so I'm like, I don't really have anywhere. I don't have anywhere to hold my phone, let alone my pocket knife. But I'm like, how can I, like, incorporate some type of, like, little pouch into my outfit? And so far, the only ideas that I've had are if I can get some kind of, like, oh, what we got? Ooh, very nice. Got that Charizard V-Star. Not a bad start. But my thought is if I can get, like, a little pouch that can, like, hook onto my belt, because I always wear a belt because I like how belts look with the type of clothes that I wear. Like, I don't need belts with most of my clothes since I finally started wearing things that actually fit me. Ooh, what we got? Oh, it's the Simisear! There's also no rare in this pack, but I don't think we care. Because we got you that spicy Simisear. What a hit. You're doing very well with these hits right now. Like, bruh, this is spicy. That's spicy. This is, guys, I've said it a ton of times, and I will continue to say it. This card is the only reason why I give Simisear permission to exist at all. Because this card is amazing. Even if Simisear is, like, one of the lamest Pokemon, this card makes me accept his existence. Alrighty, and one more pack. Can we keep up the spice? Not in the last pack, but those 2 first packs were kind of wild. So I say you did pretty solid there, New Gen. Congrats on those hits. Just pulling the fire. The fire and only the fire. We'll go ahead and get those added with the rest of your spice with that Cynthia that I'm still so jealous of. I mean, I guess who wouldn't be? Let's see, is it still snowing? I don't think it's snowing outside at the moment, but it is very cold outside. Last I checked, it was 4 degrees. Let's see. It is still 4 degrees. No, it's 5 degrees. It's 5 degrees now, but it is not snowing, but there is a wind chill, apparently. But it is, yeah, it is extremely cold. Like, most of last week, it was sitting at, like, 30 degrees. And then all of a sudden, today it was, like, 14 earlier. And now it is 5 degrees outside. 5 whole degrees. It's not a lot of warmth. And by not a lot, I mean it's literally, like, below freezing. Quite a bit so. Quite a lot below freezing. Let's see. Picking Crown, Zenith, or V-Star Universe. So do you mean, like, just in terms of how much I like the sets, or, like, how much I like actually opening packs of each? Because, I mean, honestly, there are pros and cons to each, but at the end of the day, in terms of just, like, getting the spice, V-Star Universe is always going to be a better pick because it's got the guaranteed hits, You can pull so many crazy things in a single pack. Plus, unlike any of the English sets, Beastar Universe is one of those sets you can pull God packs, which is literally just a pack full of spice. Every card is a spicy card. So those are pretty insane. I'm in Southern California. I think I would die at 4 degrees, maybe 38. Welcome to Utah, where it's extremely hot in the summer and extremely cold in the winter, and we have all kinds of chaotic weather in between. It's there's a reason why I like to stay inside for the most part. But oh, for reals though, those wind chills, when people say like it chills you to the bone, the wind chills is what they are talking about, because it's like, oh, it just hits different. It is brutal. But yeah, Utah, I mean, I remember like recess at school going out and like 15-degree weather, and the teachers were just like, no, it's fine, you're good. Do I think that should be illegal? Most absolutely, because they forced us to go outside. They did not say, you can stay inside in like the like communal area at recess instead of going outside in the 15-degree weather. No, they just said go outside in the 15-degree weather and made us go outside in the 15-degree weather. I remember many days of like there would always be a group of kids on these cold days that would just sit by like the doors to the outside, because usually they'd either have them locked during recess so we literally couldn't go inside, or, you know, they would just get mad at us if we tried to go inside. So we would just huddle, like, this group of, like, 10 to 15 kids, typically, like, against the doors, trying not to freeze to death in the 15-degree weather. It was so bad. Like, that literally should be child abuse. They didn't give us a choice. They just said, go outside. Fortunately, later on, I did have a teacher here and there that would let kids stay in when it was, like, below freezing. But for the most part, they were just like, nah, fam, you're good. Go outside. Enjoy. It's recess. How am I supposed to enjoy when I'm freezing to death? It was so bad. So bad. I should totally sue my elementary school. I'll be like, I have really bad skin problems. I'm blaming that on you making me stay outside in the freezing weather that probably, like, killed some of my skin cells. So, pay up. Let me go to the doctor to get help for my messed up skin. Yes, recess is teachers' break time, but that doesn't mean that it should be time for children to literally freeze to death. It really shouldn't. They literally could have just let us, like, stay in the communal area inside the school. They could have let us go play in the gym. No. 15-degree weather outside now. Like, yeah. The teachers could still have a break. We don't have to go outside in like, literally, like, below freezing weather. But nope. Of course not. They made us go outside. Man, I sure hate my elementary school. I think it should be shut down. But then again, I probably would feel that way about just about any other elementary school too, because I have issues with the system. Anyways, I could complain for a very, very long time about my issues with any and all schools, but I'll continue on before you guys get like a 35-minute rant about my elementary school and my feelings on the American school system. Honestly, it'd be longer than 35 minutes, but anyways, let me catch up in the chat. Did you see the Disney Lorcana? Yes, I have seen it. I've heard a bit about it. Personally, I don't like Disney, so I have like zero interest in it, other than that it is going to be I'm sure it's going to be very valuable, very collectible, because most people, unlike me, I'm very unusual in not liking Disney. Most people either love, can appreciate, or are obsessed with Disney. So there are a lot more people that are going to very much enjoy it. I believe we're planning on getting it both at the card shop and at Hilltop, so I'll definitely have some for my channel. I won't open any for myself, most likely, because like I said, I don't care for Disney like at all, so I'm not super interested in it. But it is definitely going to be a big deal, and I can, you know, as a member of the TCG community, admit that it is definitely going to be a big deal when it releases. Let's see. Do you like Disneyland? So, along with the not liking Disney, it's kind of the same thing there, but also I don't like amusement parks, which I understand is an opinion that most people disagree with, similarly to the Disneyland. Can't blame you guys. Like, same thing with food. My opinion's just wrong. Don't let it upset you. I know I'm wrong. But I went to Disneyland once. It was like a long time ago. It was almost half my life ago. And like, it wasn't a bad experience, but there are so many things that I'd rather do. It was like a one and done thing. Like, I went to Disneyland once, that is good enough for me. I never need to go back. Like, I'm fine. The Tower of Terror was cool though. Not the actual ride. I could care less about the actual ride. It's actually kind of unpleasant, but I love the theme. I like the storyline and the really cool, like, sketchy, the weird elevator thing, like, was an elevator but wasn't an elevator and you didn't actually know you were moving and then all of a sudden you were in a different place. That was cool. I thought that was very cool. But yeah, I don't really care for Disneyland and I never intend on going back. Unless somebody pays me exorbitant amounts of money to, then yes, I will go back. But that's about it. What do you mean? The American public school system is the best. It's hard for me to even pretend that it's not horrible. Because it's just trash. It's like the worst. I hate the American school system even more than I hate YuGiOh, and that's saying a lot. That's saying quite a lot. That's saying so much. Even more than just like Konami in general. Konami is the worst. They're really annoying. I'll give the Moana starter deck. I haven't heard anything about what actual products we'll be receiving, but I assume anything that's not like a pre-release or that kind of thing, like exclusive. If it's like a regular thing that stores are gonna get, I would say chances are we will have it, but like I said, I haven't heard anything about what actual products we'll be receiving, and of course, I'm sure the demand is gonna be way more than anyone can handle. So there's a good chance that we probably won't get everything that we ordered or are trying to get, but I guess we'll find out. What about cruise ships? I've never been on a cruise, but like, if I did go on a cruise, I would not choose a Disney cruise, because why would I want something that's themed after something that I don't care about or like? But I also don't really think I'd care a ton for a cruise, because I just don't like vacationing in general. Like, I'd rather just stay home and work. The best vacation I need is spending like 3 hours playing Magic at the end of the workday, you know? I'm not big on vacations. I'm like, there are a lot of things about cruises that can be pretty cool, but ultimately I'd rather just stay home and like work. that sounds like a better use of time than me. I mean, I've been on like little boats before, but I've never been on like a huge ship like that. I mean, little boats are fine. Not like the bestest thing ever, but they're pretty alright. But yeah, I would definitely just prefer to stay home. I think like my mom and my siblings would really like a cruise. I don't know about my dad, because it's apparently like the 1 or 2 times that he's been on like boats before, he's gotten like very seasick. But I know that a cruise would be a lot different than just a regular boat, but I think I'm pretty alone in not really caring to go on cruises. But yeah, like I said, I don't really care for any kind of vacation, traveling. The only traveling I do is to visit family, and that's also like very rarely. I really want to plan a trip to go visit my grandparents, but they literally live like 5 hours away. That's a long way to drive and a lot of gas money to, you know, pay. But it's been way too long since I visited their house. Every once in a while they'll come up and visit, you know, where I live, but I'm like, I didn't actually visit my grandparents. I just, you know, I don't know when I'm supposed to have the time to do that, because like I said, I usually only take 1 day off a week, which is Sunday, and I just sleep all day. So, like, if I wanted to visit them, I'd probably have to plan 1 whole day for travel, 1 whole day at least to actually spend with them, and then another whole day to drive back home. So that's like 3 days minimum. I think, like, that would just be such a pain to have to take off from all my jobs, because typically I work 5 days a week at the game store, 5 or 6 days a week at Hilltop. I mean, for a long time I was doing a solid like 4 or 5, days a week that I was doing my own stream, but that's been kind of all over the place lately with starting to do more for Hilltop. And then I work on TCG player stuff also like 5 or 6 days a week. So that means like if I do the minimum amount as usual for like all of my jobs, I mean, I guess I could probably like bring it down to like 3 or 4 days, but that's a lot of days without pay, and I don't get paid that much in my jobs, so it would be like a brutal hit to my paycheck, like a big hit, because I get paid hourly. I don't have paid time off. I just either I'm working, earning money, or I'm not. And how am I supposed to pay for that gas money if I'm not working? So it's not that simple, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's complicated. But one day, I'm thinking like probably what I'll go for is if there's like next time there's like a holiday, like a federally observed holiday, like on a Monday or something, I can just, you know, I'll take like I'll like drive over like late night Saturday night, so I get off work at like 9:30, and then, you know, drive until like 2 or 3 a.m. and get there in the middle of the night, and then spend the whole day Sunday with them, and then drive home on Monday, which is, you know, a holiday, so everywhere's closed anyways. That's my best idea for visiting them. So I don't know when our next federally observed holiday. It seems like it's like President's Day next month. Is that federally observed? Do they close places? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Where would you want to vacation? I mean, like I said, I just if I'm gonna vacation, I'm gonna visit like family. That's about it. I don't have like a terribly big interest in visiting most other places. Like, yeah, there are a lot of places that can be really cool or really interesting, but when it comes down to it, cards are really cool and really interesting, and I don't have to, you know, travel long distances or spend several days away from home and away from work to enjoy them. The cards are at work. It's great. They're at work, they're at home. Literally, like, no extra effort to enjoy them. But yeah, if I'm gonna have any kind of vacation, I just want to like visit my grandparents. That's about it. Like, I mean, in terms of traveling, if I were to travel anywhere, I feel like going to either Japan for obvious reasons, or probably like Israel would be kind of cool too. But I have like zero intention of actually ever going probably to either of those places. Like, you know, if I never get a passport, if I never leave the United States, I mean, I would like to leave the United States permanently, but if I'm coming back, what's the point in leaving, you know? It's just like Ohio. Like, if you're like in Ohio and you escape Ohio, why would you ever go back to Ohio? You might as well have, you know, just never left in the first place, because then you'll just know all of the like actually good things that exist outside of Ohio, you know? So yeah, been to Israel, real fun, except for 3 days. Yeah, see, because like as someone who's like very, very Christian, there's a lot of like really cool stuff that I would absolutely love to check out there. Plus I do have a friend that lives in Israel, and like getting to see them would be super duper sweet. So I do think it'd be a cool place to be, but at the same time, I don't like traveling, and I don't want to have to get a passport, and, you know, it probably just won't ever happen. Margaritas are like an alcoholic drink, aren't they? I think that's what they are. Could be wrong. I don't know. I've never had one, but I never intend on drinking alcohol, and it's also illegal for me at my age to drink alcohol, so if it is in fact what I think it is, then no. Because I can't, won't, and don't really want to. I don't want to know what happens to me if I were to drink alcohol, even after, you know, I turned 21. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'll just keep drinking my juice and Sprite. That's good enough for me. That's all I need. should be just fine for me. Alright, let me check orders real quick. I think we're probably about ready to wrap up. I just realized it's like 1:30 I got distracted talking about weird things. Favorite juice. So see, for a really long time, I was really liking like the V8 blueberry pomegranate. Like that stuff is delicious. But more recently, I've just been liking like Sunny D, which I guess is more like a fruit punch. It's not even like 100% real juice, you know. But I do really like it. But yeah, I'd probably toss it between those. I also really enjoyed lemonade for a while, but I've kind of just gotten tired of lemonade. After like 2 whole years of drinking it almost every day, I'm just all of a sudden like, yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm fine without drinking this every day anymore. You know, just suddenly changed my mind. I'm good. I'll just enjoy my juice and my Sprite now. I mean, is lemonade even considered juice? Like, I don't know. Is it its own class? I'm gonna ask Google. Is lemonade juice? I want to know. I don't want to know if it's a healthy juice. Lemon juice. This thing just says lemon juice. So is that convincing me that lemonade is juice? In the U.S., lemonade comes in the form of a homemade summer drink prepared by mixing. I'm not talking about drink mixed lemonade. I'm just talking about lemonade. This is not helpful. It's not telling me what I want. It's water mixed with sugar and lemon juice. This is incredibly unhelpful. No, it's not juice. Okay, so it does not count. So, I mean, like Sunny D, I drank that so much as a kid, like all the time, like every day. And for like several years, I just like almost never drank it. And then all of a sudden, one day, I was just like, I want Sunny D again. And now I drink it like every day, you know? Cherry limeade. Cherry limeade is a pretty solid flavor. I recently got these like little, they're not, I wouldn't call them mints because they don't taste like mints, but they're like those little like icebreaker things, and they're cherry limeade flavor, and they're like amazing. So those have been pretty sweet. That's what I've replaced. For a long time I had Dum Dum suckers to like distract me from chewing on my lip, but now I use my little cherry limeade icebreakers, which are very tasty. Because that way then I don't have to deal with like the sucker stick, which is really, really annoying. I know what you're talking about. They're so good. Like the other day when I was at Walmart, I was just gonna pick out like, you know, some little candies like that. I was just gonna buy like this flavor that I had once gotten like a really long time ago. Or I guess I used to like get it all the time. But then I was like, wait, cherry limeade. Oh, I'm gonna go with that one. And it was the correct choice because it is delicious. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Alright. I'm not seeing any orders, so I think we're gonna give it like 5 more minutes. And if we don't have any, I will go ahead and call it a night. And then work on TCG Player for a long time. And maybe eventually sleep. We'll see. Who knows? I should sleep though, because the sooner I sleep, the better the chances are that I'll actually wake up in time to get to Hilltop early enough to work on some extra stuff. Because, like I said, I gotta just go to bed. You see, like, it'd be cool if, like, I legitimately could, but I have severe insomnia that makes that a little bit difficult. So, I'll at least probably work on TCG Player for, like, an hour. Maybe I'll go to bed by, like, 3. That's a pretty reasonable time to go to bed. Then I could sleep for 7 hours, still wake up at 10, and then I could be to Hilltop by like noon. This is perfect. So yeah, I've got an hour and a half till I have to go to bed then, in that case. Of course, I do have to take enough time to like clean off my makeup and like pick out some pajamas and get distracted for 20 minutes. That's a very important part of my nightly routine, getting distracted for like 20 minutes at least. Sometimes it's closer to like an hour and a half, but of course I only have an hour and a half, so we'll try to avoid getting distracted for more than like 20 minutes. I think that's about where I'll limit myself for distraction. I should probably also eat. So I've actually eaten a little bit more than usual by this point in the day, because usually I eat lunch between like noon and 4 in the afternoon, and then let's see. I usually am at work through dinner time, but sometimes I'll eat like some of those Maruchan noodles that you just like put warm water in and then they become not hard noodles. I sometimes eat those for dinner, and sometimes, you know, other random things. Sometimes I eat Cheez-Its for dinner, but a lot of the time, you know, I'll eat later in the afternoon, and then I won't have anything else to eat till I get home at, like, you know, maybe 10 o'clock at night. And so I, like, sometimes eat something random then, or I'll just wait till, like, 3 a.m. right before I go to bed and then eat, like, a bunch of Cheez-Its and, like, some frozen strawberries. Because I like to eat that as a meal. How much Crown Zenith do you have? I actually have quite a bit right now because I got really excited about it and I bought myself a whole case of ETBs. So I have a whole case of ETBs plus a few more. So like, I guess around 150 packs that are still sealed. So kind of a lot. It's kind of spicy. It took me a while to actually get any. It was way more difficult than usual, which I mean isn't really a surprise because it's kind of super spicy. But also there were a lot of weird issues with the shipping. A lot of which were caused by the ridiculous, you know, Utah snow. It's 4 degrees. No, see, I'm alright because I have a heated blanket. And let me tell you, that thing is amazing. My bed is like, I love my bed so much right now because I have, like, my layers of blankets right now are just this extremely soft, very large blanket. And then on top of that, I have my heated blanket. That's like, it's so cool. It's got like 9 different heat settings. You can set it for how many hours between, like, I think also 1 and 9. So you set how many hours you want it to stay on. Usually I'll just set it until about the time that I need to wake up. So when I suddenly become extra cold, I'll know that it's time to get up. But then on top of that is my weighted blanket. I think it's just this perfect, just like, oh, I love it. And then I have a bunch of extra blankets randomly all over the place. A bunch of Squishmallows, which are very soft. And then, like, I don't really like using pillows as pillows for the most part. They just don't quite do it for me. So I usually use, like really plush blankets, like, stacked on top of each other in place of pillows. And I've got some really comfy blanket pillow things at the moment. So, yeah, I got, my bed is very comfy and very warm. It's pretty great. How does it work? If I buy crowns in it from you, would the packs be from the ETB? Yes, the packs I have right now, I'm just getting out of ETBs. So I have a little stack here of packs that were from an ETB. And then just as needed, I would open more ETBs. I did have some Regidrago boxes, but I've opened most of those. And then suddenly I remembered that I was supposed to keep one of each for my Silt collection, but I think I only have a Regidrago. And now I need to find a new Regilucky box for my Silt collection. But I gotta actually find somewhere that has those. So wish me luck, because I don't know that I'll ever find more, because it sounds like Crown Zenith isn't really interested in the whole reprint thing. They're just gonna be like, alright, here's this first product. Buy it, cool, now it's gone. Here's our next product. Buy it, cool, alright, here's our next product. And they're gonna do that for like 5 or 6 months, and then I haven't heard anything about reprints after that, so I should hurry and find myself a Regilucky V-Box before it's too late. Because that would be really sad to, you know, not get a complete myself collection. What about the Pikachu collection? Oh, I feel like I've seen that with the really cute art. I definitely intend on getting that whenever it releases, but I don't think it's going to come out for a little bit longer. Because I think the next thing coming out is like the Zapdos Moltres Articuno tins. At least if I remember correctly. Let's see. Let's look at sealed product. Where's the cool Pikachu box? Yeah, the nice collection. That comes with a jumbo Pikachu card. Looks like that one doesn't release until like mid-February. Yeah, February 17th. So it's still a little ways away, but I definitely intend to get at least one of each product from this set as long as I, you know, can actually find them. So wish me luck, because I want at least one of everything. Personally, I'd like to have 2 of everything because, I don't know, like, I mean, most of the Sword and Shield stuff that I got from my Silt collection, I kind of just mainly tried to get 1 of. But then I randomly started, like, getting 2 of some things, and I was like, I kind of like this. But see, the main reason why it's advantageous to have 2 is because when my friends that, like, have Silt collections as well come to me and are like, hey, I missed getting this thing for my Silt collection. you know a lot about Pokemon. Do you know where I could get one? And it's so convenient when I can be like, well, guess what? I have an extra one that I will bring. And then they're like, epic. And I'm like, yay, I made somebody happy. Because I like doing that. So it's very fun for that reason to have extra things. Advice of keeping collection boxes. I mean, ultimately, just about any collection box will go up in value over time. Often you have to wait at least a year, sometimes up to 3 or 4 for it to really gain much value. But ultimately, I just really like having a lot of the older boxes and stuff. So a large portion of my sold collection is just because I'm like, it would be cool to just, you know, have this. And of course, if later on I'm like, I kind of want some spicy packs from like early Sword and Shield, I'll just go through my collection boxes, see if I have doubles of one that happens to have, you know, Sword and Shield base or Darkness Ablaze, and be like, well, I guess I'm gonna open this now, you know? But, oh, for keeping them in storage. So typically what I do is I get like empty cases that like they come in, and I store a lot of them in those, at least with my ETBs, and I think like my EV VMAX boxes are in those. But a lot of it is just like stacked on the top shelf of my closet. But yeah, I think most people like to actually display them, but I don't have any space to display them, so they're mostly stacked up either, you know, in the top of my closet or in empty cases. But my plan is eventually, if I somehow find a way to afford moving out of my parents' basement into the absolute like mess of an economy that Utah is currently, you know, suffering in, because like, our houses are like as expensive as California, but California has like over double the minimum wage that Utah has. So, in conclusion, Utah is just increasingly becoming more and more unlivable. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. But yeah, if one day I ever actually move out of my parents' basement, I do intend to have like a cool shelf display thing for at least like one of each box that I have, then everything else can just go in cases and like hide in like some secret spicy back storage room. Or, you know, I will somehow just get like a huge display room where everything. I mean, yes, there is also a higher cost of living in California, but the thing is that Utah is increasingly getting closer to that, and we're not seeing an increase in wages. Like at all. Like things are getting continually closer to California, especially in terms of housing. Like, housing in Utah is absolutely ridiculous at this point. Like, I don't understand how you're supposed to... A 2-bedroom apartment is about 2.5K. I mean, I know people that live in, like, studio or 2-person apartments that the absolute lowest I've ever heard was, I know one person said it was around like 1.3, 1.4K, but that is like the absolute lowest I've seen at all for any apartments in Utah. Like, I see a lot of like, there's like studio apartments and 1 and 2 room apartments sit around like 1.5K to 2,000 is like pretty normal, but there's a lot more that are a lot more expensive. So it shouldn't be that close to California unless our minimum wage is closer to California's, because like, what is California minimum wage? California minimum wage. Alright, make me cry. $15.50. Yeah, that's like more than double, because Utah minimum wage is $7.25. That's $1 more than double. I wonder, average cost of apartment in Utah. Let's see. The internet's trying to tell me that living in Utah is relatively affordable, but I'm not convinced because I can't live like out of my parents' basement in Utah. Like, it's not even realistic. Nope, that's from 2021. That's not very helpful. It looks like a lot of it sits around, it says 1,500, but I don't know where people are finding these apartments. Yeah, it does probably depend a lot on the city you're in, like how close you are to major areas. I don't think it helps that, like, typically the majority of apartments that are close to where I live are in, like, 2 of the main, like, bigger cities that are, like, right next to the freeway and stuff. Yes, and there are a lot of California people that are constantly moving to Utah. Like, I have had so many people, like, try to buy a house, and then they'll get, like, somebody else from California. Like, it's always someone from California comes in, offers significantly more, like, in cash. And so, like, you can't buy houses. Like, it's just not a thing. But, yeah, so that is definitely not helping the Utah housing market. I mean, obviously, California is just its own special thing that obviously has a lot of problems and is very difficult to live in. But, yeah, the fact that that Utah is just continually getting closer to California without us getting any increase in wages is my concern. Like, this isn't gonna work. This is not gonna work too well. Like, grocery prices just keep going up, but you know what doesn't go up? The minimum wage. Or like anyone's wages, because nobody wants to pay us anything. Because people really like making people work for ridiculously low amounts of money so that they can barely exist. It's a problem everywhere. And it's a problem. But the winters made me change my mind. I know, right? Like, how are these people from California even surviving in Utah? Like I said, it's 5 degrees outside right now. That's like a normal winter thing, you know? Out-of-state people buy the houses. Oh, and use as an Airbnb. You know, that is definitely becoming a bigger thing. And definitely could explain, you know, be additional explanation for the issues. But yeah, my issue is the comparison between, like, wages and living costs is not good. It doesn't look good. It's not good. And I'm probably gonna live in my parents' basement for the rest of my life. Of course, you know, I'm, like, pretty young to be moving out of my parents' basement, but at the same time, you know, as someone who's graduated high school, there's a lot of pressure to move. Especially I think like the family member that's been the worst about it is probably my grandma on my dad's side. Because when we had a family reunion back in August, not once, but at least twice, within a period of a single hour, she multiple times was like, so, like, when are you moving out? Like, when are you gonna get your own place? And I'm like, I'm not, because I can't, because it's too much money. I think she was very disappointed. And then I was like, you know, maybe eventually I'll move out into, like, you know, a small apartment or something and just kind of do my own thing. And then she's like, but what about, like, getting married? Like, were you gonna have room for a husband? I'm like, Grandma, you're assuming I'm gonna get married at any point. So, I think she'll be disappointed in me, but I don't think anybody else is gonna blame me too much. You know? Can't handle mid-40 degrees. Would I survive there? Well, I mean, if we're both talking about in Fahrenheit, you would not. Because, I mean, most days that I go to work in the winter, it's like at highest 35 degrees. Like, you know, just outside. I mean, most people just preheat their cars, but, like, the super cheapo part of me that just doesn't want to spend any more gas money than I, like, absolutely must is like, nah, fam, I'm not gonna let my car idle to warm up. I'll just suffer the cold. Collecting versus investing. I mean, there are definitely a lot of different aspects of each that affect what I do. Ultimately, I just want my hobby of trading cards to be sustainable and to not, you know, create an even bigger impact on my inability to move out of my parents' basement, you know? So, like, I guess ultimately I just try to keep it so that it's self-sustaining for the most part. You know, it's my YouTube and TCG player, and, you know, selling stuff out of my collection is what allows me to buy more stuff for my collection. I try to keep those, you know, fairly balanced, but it's really hard because there's a lot of stuff that I want. But ultimately it just comes to forcing myself to limit things when I, you know, don't have the extra money. And, you know, what I do, being thoughtful about, like, what I do decide to buy, like, is this going to be, like, a really bad deal, even if it's for something fun? But do I, like, need the extra money so that I can, eventually sell this item and buy more, because I know that I always want to buy more because I'm so addicted. But yeah, it's just kind of trying to find that balance between still being able to enjoy it but keeping it sustainable. So I guess sustainability is like my main thing that I try to kind of go for, but I definitely say there are certain things, like I try to, each month I kind of split things. I try to go somewhat evenly between things that I'm opening now and things that I'm keeping in my sealed collection. And so like I feel like both of them, you know, my actual collection of cards in my sealed collection are always growing, but I definitely have to keep in my mind a lot of of things, like if I'm gonna open this, are there going to be cards that I'm going to be willing to sell out of it? Or, you know, is this just going to be something that I'm going to want to keep all the cards out of? Maybe I shouldn't buy as much. So, it's a lot of just, you know, trying to find that balance and also trying to convince myself to be reasonable. But, yeah, I certainly say it's something that's going to vary a lot between, you know, person to person, what's going to be the best way to go about it. But for me personally, balance is pretty big, and sustainability. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like it shouldn't become something that's going to prevent you from being able to, you know, live and take care of yourself. Because I may not be able to live alone or take care of myself financially, but that's not because of my card habits. That's just because Utah is increasingly becoming very unlivable. So I'm blaming it on Utah, and on the American government, and on the American school systems, and on most of that stuff, and taxes. Taxes are not helping. Please just stop our taxes. A lot of discipline. Discipline is very important, because if you don't keep yourself disciplined, you will just overspend, and all of a sudden you'll be trapped in like a not great situation, which is definitely something that I do struggle with at certain times, especially when like really big sets come out really close to each other, like the fact that Crown Zenith released like at the same time as the newest Magic set. That was not good for my self-control, because I just wanted to open a bunch of both of them. I did limit myself a lot on both of them compared to what I typically open in new sets, but it was so hard, and I still did spend a little bit more than I was supposed to, but it's hard not to. Speculation is definitely something that can play a part in terms of if you are like primarily keeping your sealed collection as something to sell later, or if you're just keeping it for yourself, because there are certainly things I just am keeping because I want them for myself, but there are other things where I'm like, you know, this is genuinely something that's going to go up in value a lot. I should buy like an additional one or two of them to go along with the one that I want to keep for myself. But I feel like in the end I'm probably just going to keep all of them forever, because I'm not good at actually, you know, getting rid of some of the spicy things like that. But, you know, we'll see. I've still got a long time to keep collecting and to decide whether or not I'll actually, you know, sell sealed collection stuff to get more stuff. But either way, I certainly have a lot of fun. So, and I mean, technically this hobby has like gotten me multiple jobs. So clearly it's going pretty well, I'd say. Like my job at the game store and Hilltop, both 100% because of my addiction to Pokemon cards. It's so funny thinking back to like when I was collecting cards, and my mom would like put me on like Pokemon card buying bans. She'd be like, you need to take like a break, like for the next 2 weeks, no buying Pokemon. And now it's just like, buy Pokemon every day, always more. Small bit of your collection. I mean, technically I was supposed to finish stream like 20 minutes ago, but I can show you guys a little bit. Let me find one of my boxes of spicy stuff, and I'll show you guys a few of my spicy cards. Alright, I'm back. Of course, I can't really grab sealed collection stuff to show you guys, but I'll show you guys some of my spicy singles. I'm gonna talk back with you. Unfortunately, Bean and Izzy are both asleep right now, so I cannot, because I don't want to wake them up, because that would be mean to both them and my mom, because if they're awake, they're going to make sure my mom is awake too, because they are silly little puppies. I'm not totally sure which boxes these ones are in terms of what's inside of them, because I have multiple boxes that look exactly the same. But it looks like this one might be like a Full Arts and Shinies box, since we're starting with an NDDV. I don't know why a lot of these are in top loaders. I think just because I like how nicely they fit in the box. But oh, there's a nice Umbreon. Oh, spicy Mewtwo. Got some amazing rares in here. Apparently some of the amazing rares have been going back up in price, especially the Rayquaza amazing rare. It's gone up. Last I checked, it was like 10 bucks. Ooh, we got some Altarts in here. There's one of my Umbreons. Got the nice Articuno. Oh, that's spicy. Oh, there's a lot of variety in here. Got some staff cards, reverse Charmeleon, and got the Ditto. Italian in there, Jumpluff. Got some more random Full Arts. Some very, very spicy stuff in this one. I guess I grabbed a good box. Oh my goodness. The cards do not want to come out. I just want to show off the spice. Oh, we got the Mimikyu Full Art. Delbert. This is just a very random box, but there's a lot of spicy stuff in here. Ooh. Some more Full Arts and Secrets in this random E-Series Flareon. Oh, so much fun. Oh, the Jirachi promo. Oh, the Shaman's pretty sweet, too. And see, there's one of my Japanese Umbreons. I don't actually know if I kept both of the Japanese Umbreons, but at least at some point I had two. Who knows? Maybe we'll find the other one later in here. Oh, my Arceus Delgapagia. I still remember when I bought this. I was so excited. And I still love it. Oh, there's my Dragonite. The Raichu. Some shiny, some more spicy stuff. There's my Empoleon. Reverse Delta Species Tyranitar. Got this nice Flygon and a Light Flareon and this Lusamine that I'm just obsessed with. And I really want to buy another one just because it's so cool, but I don't need more. There's a Calyrex, Altar, Quasar, pre-release Dark Gyarados, Kingler Delta Species. Oh my goodness, this is my Blissey! I can't decide. I'm still thinking about using this in my Pokemon deck I'm building because it has a lot of Blissies in it, but I'm like, do I really want to put my only Altar Blissey in my deck that I'm going to play? I don't know. Ooh, there's a nice Urshifu. Some more staff cards. I love staff promos. Look at this Ends Resolve. It's so sweet. Oh my goodness, the other day I found out that at Hilltop we have like this really cool figure with N and Zoro, and I low-key want to buy it, but it's like a few $100s, and I'm like, I shouldn't, but it's so spicy. It's tempting. The more spicy secret rares. Favorite is Mewtwo second, the problem with Mewtwo. Oh my goodness, the Mewtwo tag team. All of the Mewtwo tag teams are spicy, but that promo is so pretty. I really wish I bought the tin that had that promo in it when I had the chance. Like, very much regret. Ton of PSA 9s and 10s. That's pretty spicy. I don't really do too much grading, but I can definitely respect a nice 9 or 10. I mean, this is a magic card, but it's funny, so I like it. Yeah, lots of random stuff. Super spicy E-Series Swampert. Another Altart. Oh, there's my Full Art Umbreon. Spicy Altaria. Let's see. Light Vaporeon. Oh, there's a Tornadus Altart. And there's a Royal Altart. Spicy Sylveon. Oh, it's Kahili! I saw a little video of Kahili earlier today, and I was like, man, she's so cool. I love her hair. It's crazy cool. There's a Melanie. A really spicy Japanese Espeon. Got some more nice Full Arts. Random Urshifu that I don't know why he's in here. Genesect. Some more spicy trainers. There's that Rayquaza I mentioned earlier. We got one more little stack from this box. Another Pokeball. Nice little winner Hitmonchan. Flareon. There's my Mewtwo. So spicy. Oh my goodness, why is Esmeralda? There's Mal and Lana. I bought 2 Mal and Lanas just because I love that card so much. Ooh, there's my Bridget. Get the little Dragonite promo. Spicy. Caitlyn. A few more Light Jolteon, finishing off with a Welcoming Lantern. Do CGC. I mean, those like black labels get pretty spicy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't do a ton of grading myself. The only graded cards I have are just ones that I've randomly like picked up from either friends that had extra graded cards or just like randomly bought locally. But I think I have the one that's just for myself. That's the only reason I ever had or will have it is my Flapple VMAX. Cause you know Flapple's my favorite Pokemon, so I just needed a graded Flapple. The Flapple VMAX is probably my least favorite Flapple, but it's Flapple, so it's good enough for me. Alright, we'll toss that over there. Now on to our next ones. See what this box is. Oh, looks like we might be getting even more full art trainer stuff. Got a couple EX ones. There's my Ingo and Emmett. I said 2 Ingo and Emmets. I just randomly found that out one day and I was like, cool. Got Aether Foundation employee. Man, I love the full art trainers. Let's get a little handful. Oh, we got a lot of spicy ones. I remember pulling this one. I was at some like youth camp when I pulled it, and I was like, yo, this makes this experience significantly better because I did not want to be at that youth camp. I was like, I don't want to be here. I'm just here because my sister is here, and she didn't want to go to camp alone. But then I pulled that, and that was pretty sweet. Got all the Voltoed. Oh, so many cute cards. Ooh, the Spicy Giratina. I forgot I had this. Team Skullground. There's my Sonia. I remember pulling this forever ago. Such a pretty card. Man, I'm obsessed with all the trainers. They're so cute. Black labels are just very, very spicy things. Oh, there's another Melanie. Oh, there's Cynthia and Caitlin. I just Cynthia. Gardenia, Lizzie. Yeah, that's my most expensive full art trainer. Another Cynthia. Small spicy. Lots of Brawlies. I don't know why I have so many of those right there. Gladians, Cusfos. Oh my gosh, the Gloria is so cute. I forgot I had that one too. I forget a lot of the things that I have in my collection. My collection is very large. I can't keep track of everything in it, but I absolutely love everything in it. Especially when I find things that... Oh, see, there's the other Mallow and Lana. Especially when I find things that I really wanted and didn't realize I had, and then all of a sudden I have it, and I'm like, wow, now I don't have to buy it, because I just have it. Barney, such a cool promo. Gardenia! Olivia, Delinquent, Winona, there's Misty. We've got a really nice, like, PSA 10 Missy's Determination full art at work right now. We don't usually have graded cards at the card shop, but we just randomly have that one, and it is pretty nice. Ooh, that Espeon. Some random other spicy stuff in here. The little Raichu. Alright, we're almost done with this box. I think we'll probably wrap up after we show off these last few if we don't have any more orders by the time we finish. Ooh, we're getting some random spicy stuff. Got that Rayquaza. There's a Latios. Beauty. It's Detective Yoshida. I love this one. Here is the most miscut card I have ever seen. It's crazy. It's hilarious. Multiple Cheryls. Ah, the N! You guys, I really like trainers with green hair. Like, Lizzie and N are some of my favorites. This card is so gorgeous. Got some more nice, like, EX full arts. Some random secret rares. Pokekid and Pokemaniac right next to each other. Nita. Ooh, Grimsley is so cool, too. Alright. What happened to the rest of the card? You know, that's how I got it. It was just that way when it was pulled. Oh, the Zacian! And the Gyarados and the Rillaboom. Oh, this is spicy. And then a couple shinies to finish it off. What a box! I love going through my random stuff in my collection. Like, it's so much fun. One day I'm gonna find a cool way to display everything, but at the moment, box belies you're trying to eat it. Now see, I can't bite off card pieces like that neatly, so that's definitely not eaten by me. Most of the cards that I've eaten part of are like, the rest of them is like folded in half, you know? It's yeah. Eating cards will damage them, believe it or not. See, because I usually only eat half of the cards so I can keep the other half to put in the community binder. Which now is literally just half full of pages of cards that I've eaten. It's a little bit concerning, I won't lie. I mean, I think I still have one that didn't make it to the sealed collection. It might be on my desk. Is that it? Nope, that's a magic card. Oh, there it is. There. My half-eaten Jojishikan, the poor guy. I got double masters out of it though, so it's kind of spicy. The poor Jojishikan. I love Jojishikan. Jojishikan. Just a cute little silly guy. Alrighty, let me check orders one last time, but I think we are ready to call it a night. My voice is about to, like, just straight up stop working, too. I'm gonna go take a nice, like, drink of probably Sprite, because that's what I have. I'm Sprite. Yeah, I think that is all for tonight. It's definitely been a fun one. I will be streaming tomorrow as well. I already have that scheduled, so I have to commit to it. Do you see the June set called 151? What? But that sounds very mysterious. You'll have to email me about it or something. But yeah, I think that is all for tonight's stream. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And yeah, we will see you guys next time.